Hi, this is Rhonda from Rhonda's Close to My Heart. Today I am going to make a scrapbook page, a double layout, using Make It From Your Heart, Volume 6 by Close to My Heart. This is our newest idea book, and it has double scrapbook layouts, single scrapbook layouts, and cards in it. You get full instructions printed with your measurements and what to do, and a couple of samples for each one. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this layout right here. Pattern 17 says that you can fit 8 photos on it. I think I have 7 photos that I'm going to use today, and I've went ahead and I've cut the pieces and pretty much have the layout done so it doesn't take too long, but I just thought I'd let you show how I'm doing this. You can see here that we have all of our different papers. They list 7 different papers, and A and G, so they'll give you A and G for the 2 different sides, and with the measurements of each one. And I've pretty much followed this guide exactly. I just did not add this banner piece down here because I do not have 3x4 photos. So I'm just using 2 4x6 photos in place of that. So I didn't do that, and I didn't do the 2 journaling spots. These pictures are of my son and my grandson and his mommy, my son's wife. They went to a park on Father's Day, and that's what these pictures are about. So let's get started. So I've already got everything placed on my Versamat. If you don't have a Versamat, well, every scrapbooker needs 2, in my opinion. They're great for placing things and making sure you get your things down straight and even. So what I've used today was 2 different packs of paper from the current book, September through October. And I set out to finish off my It's a Good Life paper pack. Let me get to that. I had just a few pieces left, and this is what I was going to do. I was going to finish this, but when it came down to it, the only full 12-inch pieces I had was this one here. I had a few scraps of that, and it didn't really fit with my pictures a whole lot, but you can see here I do actually end up using a piece of that right here. I use this side of it. This is on the other side of it. And I use some of the stickers, the Happy Family, and a couple of these little things here, and the banners. I used a few banners. So what I ended up using was the mix-in paper, which every one of our paper packs have what they call a mix-in. Now these mix-ins are created to add to the 2 paper packs featured in each book. So the colors will go with, some of them will go with the 1 pack, and some of them will go with the other pack. And I kind of mixed this with these here I used. So I have some of this and this side and a little of this. And I think that's it for that. And then the rest of it is from the A Good Life pack. So that's what I've used pretty much. And then I'm going to bring in this stamp set called Design Elements. This is in our current book. And it's just wonderful, this crackle. And I think what I'm going to use today is maybe this wood grain right here to kind of accent this wood grain. Excuse me, I felt like I was going to sneeze. All right, let's see if we're all in screen here. I'm on a phone, so I can't ever really tell. I guess I'm not going to be able to get the full thing in, so we're just going to work on this. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. We'll work on this left side first here. Let me roll up my sleeves. And I'm just going to start tacking this stuff down as well as I can without forgetting where I put everything. where I want everything. See, this is just like some lines done in the pine green on a kind of a textured looking French vanilla piece. And I've used French vanilla as my base because that is the featured color in both of the paper packs in this book. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these down. I love these pictures so much. Of course, Courtney, she posted them on Facebook, and I had to snip them because they're just so awesome. So we're going to go this way, and we are just going to fix this right down to the edge. Like so. Let's just move these three papers or pictures out of the way. And then this one here I think is really pretty. It's got a grid on the other side of it. And I had planned on using this for the other paper pack, which is Home for Christmas, you know, and was going to use the green in there. And I thought, well, I really need some green for this layout. This park that they're at is in Grand Ledge, Michigan, and it's called The Ledges. And it's been there for years and years and years. And you walk around, and I personally haven't been there in years. But as soon as I saw these pictures, I knew that's where they were, because we used to go there quite often when we were kids. My mom's sister, my Aunt Norma, used to live right almost across the street from the entrance to this park. And so we used to go there quite often. But it's just filled with cliffs, and I mean, you can just, it's trails, and it's just really nice. It's got a lot of, you know, like streams going through it, and it's just a really fun park, especially for younger people. And these pictures are just so special to me because it's my son and my grandson, and you can just see how much love there is in these pictures and just how much they're enjoying each other. I really appreciated when she posted them. I thought, oh, what a perfect scrapbook page that's going to be. Do you ever notice when you're a scrapbooker that that's the way you look at things? You see a picture, or you take a picture even, you know, oh, you got to put this color of shirt on, or you got to put that color of shirt on so that it'll go with a certain paper pack. Or Christmas, you know, oh, I need pictures of these people and those people, and, you know, I have this scrapbook layout in mind, and I have to have these pictures. Let me make sure this is straight. And I'm going to put this at 2 inches. The only thing I added different as far as the that has to go over as far as the pieces of paper is I added one more 1/2 inch strip. The the directions have a 1/2 inch strip going right here, and so originally I had this up here, and you couldn't really see much of it with the pictures over it. And I thought, well, I'm going to add just some color, so I'm going to actually have a piece of cardstock in here. I was going to do that, and then I thought, well, it's better. This looks better here because it's solid, and then we have a little design down here, and it brings that color down to it. I thought that looked nice. Normally, I always mat my photos, but they didn't mat them in the instructions of this, so I decided that I was not going to mat them either. A lot of times, not only does it take a lot of cardstock to mat this many photos, but it takes up so much space on the page. I normally will, you know, I will, if I am going to mat, I will cut my photos down. My 4x6s I'll cut down by 1/4 inch so that they're 3 3/4 by 5 3/4, and then still they're just a 4x6 when I mat them. So that is the simple layout right there. Just, that's it. Very simple to put together. Now the pictures are these three on this side, and what I did is I cut this one way down so that they weren't touching each other across the page. I wanted them to have a little separation so you can see a little bit of the papers behind them. I think that makes it look a little nicer. I'm trying to think if I want to put this all the way to the edge or leave a little bit of color on the ends. I think I'll leave a little bit of color like that. I couldn't cut these two pictures down because either way I would have cut them off. So I decided just to cut that one down, and it still has, you know, the scenery behind it, and it's such a cute picture of them. My little grandson, Charlie, is just the light of my life. I babysat him for his first 5 years, and I kind of stopped babysitting when he went into early learning last summer. And then now I just get him in the mornings, 4 days a week, and I take him to school. And Wednesdays, so I just feed him breakfast and get him ready to go to school. And then on Wednesdays, they have late start, and he comes, and we get an extra hour in the morning, so that's fun. And if I could turn my phone around right now, I could show you. He's got a Hot Wheels track behind me in my craft room. Normally his toys are in the basement, but it's cold in the winter in the basement, and I knew that was coming up. And you know, I can sit in here and scrapbook or make a card or do whatever he wants to do. He can just sit there and play with his Hot Wheels. It just made more sense to me, and it doesn't take a whole lot of space up. It's just a little track he has set up, and he has so much fun with it. I think I got that right. 1/2 inch. It looks like this one. Let's make sure this is straight again. Usually I'll put some glue dots down here so that it stays in place, but I had already placed all the pieces and parts on it, and so I really couldn't do that. I suppose I could have lifted up the corner, but I didn't, and so we're just going to work with it. I do like to put a couple of those removable dots down so that the base page doesn't move. It's so much easier to make sure everything is straight, but I think we got it, and I'm going to find out right now how well we got it because, well, look at that. It slips right in the center. Don't you just love it when it turns out? So that's all I've got for the layout and photos on that one. So I'm going to move this one aside a little bit, and we are going to work on this one, and then we'll do our embellishing. I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to do for embellishing. I got some of the stickers off the A Good Life sticker sheet. I'm trying so hard to use that sticker sheet up. And so some of these were very appropriate for this, and so I took some of those off. And then, like I said, I'm going to use that Design Element stamp set to just add a little bit of texture around the page. And then I'll probably just add, I think I have some wood grain hearts and flowers, and I think those will be a nice accent. So I think I'll pull those in and use those. See, I put the big side down. See how nice that makes it when you have a Versamat to line everything up, and then of course you bump it all and it moves all around. And I actually don't have it straight. I can see down here I don't have it straight, but I think it'll be okay. I'm not going to pull it up. So I am in Michigan, Mason, Michigan, and it is cold and rainy. It has been such a wet and cold and windy couple of weeks. Our grass is out of control. It needs to be mowed. I don't have all my lawn pretties put away yet. And it's just, you can't get outside. It's just nasty out. Just plain nasty. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from and what your weather's like. If you're not in Michigan, I'd really like to know where my subscribers are from. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate if you would. I'm just getting started in the last month, and I'm enjoying this. I'm learning. My videos aren't what some of the long-term YouTubers are, but I'll get there. And if you subscribe to my channel, I'm sure that'll help me along the way. So just hit the thumbs up if you're enjoying this video, and let me know where you're from, and subscribe, and we'll just continue scrapbooking and making cards. And let me know that too. Do you scrapbook? Do you make cards? Do you do both? Do you have a love of close to my heart everything? Or do you buy a little bit of everything? I still buy other stuff, but I mainly use close to my heart because I am a maker, a close to my heart maker, and so I mostly use close to my heart. Two inches, and I'm going to bring this second page in for a second, and I just want to make sure that those two match up, and they don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. And I just want to make sure that this blue piece is in the same spot. So I got those matched up, and we're just going to put this down here, like so, and then I'm going to pull that away, and I can see exactly where it's at here. That's just above the 2-inch, so I don't know what the difference was there. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Moving right along here. I did my first short yesterday. I posted that. Just showed off some Christmas cards I've made. I'm up to 35 now, I think I've made already. I think it's one of my most favorite things to do is to make and send out Christmas cards. I just love to. I send quite a few out. Usually I average right about 60 cards a year. Big majority of them are family, and I'm not one of those people that only send to people that send a card to me. I send cards to the people I love, period. Doesn't matter if they send me one back or not. It's always nice to get them back, but it's not a criteria for me for Christmas. I just send them out to who I love. Uh-oh, I forgot I had those Happy Family stickers on that one, and they just went all over the place. Goodness. Okay, I think I got that fixed. Now, let's remember where our pictures were. Let's see, I think I had these two over here, and I had these here. I liked this because it looks like he's looking up at his mommy and daddy. My son doesn't wear his beard like that anymore, and I'm so happy about that. Once in a while, he lets it grow out and get scraggly, but not like that. My cat's knocking at the door. He hates it when people have closed doors. Just absolutely hates it. So he's scratching at my door, if you can hear that. So let's see. I think that looks right. I don't have anything to line it up to on the other page, really, because they're formatted differently. So I think if I just even them out a little bit, that'll be good. So I am happy to announce that I have almost used this entire It's a Good Life paper pack. I swear I never use up a whole paper pack. And I get so tired of having all of this leftover paper. It's like, if you buy it, use it. And I'll show you in a minute what I have left. And I'll probably just make some cards with it. I don't think there's enough to make a scrapbook layout with what's left. I'm going to put that a little bit above a half and almost up to an inch. That looks good. I was just checking the time, 21 minutes. It goes so fast when you're videoing. I don't feel like I've done too much, but that's why I had all the papers cut and picked out and everything beforehand, because it just takes so long. It takes me forever. I think it took me 2 hours to get this page organized the way I wanted it. I think that looks good. I could measure it, but then I just have to take it off if it wasn't completely straight, so I'm not going to measure it. I'm just not one of those people. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to look nice and even. All right, now, so that picture, I don't know why, but I think I like it better this way. And I think we'll put that just over that a little bit. I'm not going to tighten that down too much. And then this, I think that looks good. You hear my cat? I'd let him in, but he'll start meowing and it'll drive me crazy. He's a food hog. He likes to eat nonstop. Okay, so I have Homegrown Happiness I picked out, and I have Made with Love, and then I had a couple of banners. I thought I would tuck these banners. Oh, let me get the trusty Cricut tool there, and I thought I would put these two banners down here. Tuck that under there a little bit, and this one here, because on this page I had these two banners over here. I took the sticky off them so I could move them around. So I thought that looked good. And then we're going to go back to this first page. I have Be Grateful. See if I lost anything else. I dropped everything. And then I got Happy Family. I'm going to put up here, which they are a happy family. And they make me happy, I tell you. They live close by, which is so nice. We're only a couple miles apart, and I just love that. I don't know what I would do if they were far away. Our other grandkids live in Kansas, and we have missed out on so much of their life. Sports and dance and cheerleading and all that. And the oldest boy now, he's graduating this year. And Ashlyn, our granddaughter, just started high school. So she's 15 and he's 18. So I thought about just putting that there, but I'm going to move it over a little bit. Excuse me. And then be grateful. Let's see. I'm going to move away this book because it's kind of in my way. And I want to see, let's go like this. Bring in my other Versamat. And go like this so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Gotta have both pages in here to do the embellishing. So I'm thinking maybe be grateful down here. That way I have that. And then made with love. What if I put this right here somewhere and just kind of put that right there, maybe pop that up. And then homegrown happiness. No, I don't like that there. Both of those together looks kind of funny. Maybe one on top. I think I'll put homegrown happiness up here and made with love down here. Will be a little cluster start. And then, let's see, where's I got some hearts. And here they are. I have a bunch of wood grain flowers too. I think the wood grain would be a nice accent. So first I'm going to figure out a few of these. I love this one right here. These are our old wood grain, and we have wood grain and we have acrylic die cut pieces, and they're really thin. Even the acrylic ones are thin, so they really don't put a whole lot of, you know, bulk in your scrapbook layouts. Now, the black ones are paperboard, and then the wood grain is kind of a paperboard too. And then, like I said, the rest of them are acrylic shapes, but they're thin. They're not quite this thin, but, excuse me, but they are pretty thin. So I'm just grabbing out a few wood grain hearts. And I'm gonna, let's put this here. How about that right here? No, I think I want a solid one there. And I'm gonna pull this down so you can see it. Let me see if you're totally, there. Let's move this over so you can see what I'm doing on this side. My phone won't stay. Excuse me, got a froggy. So we're gonna put a heart over here somewhere, and then we will have here. Maybe if I bring these together, you'll be able to see better. Of course, we're gonna have made with love over here, so we'll put a heart over here somewhere to tie that in. And then we got another little baby heart right here, and we'll put that right there. And then let's pull in a couple of flowers, just because we like flowers. And these are cute. I like these ones that are just kind of outlined. So you can have a little cluster here like that. And then we'll have a little cluster over here. We'll put that in that, and then we'll take another little flower and we'll put that over here. And then, let's see. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Thinking, what if I were to move these up here. No, I don't like that. I'm thinking of that visual triangle that everybody talks about, and that loosened up there again so I can fit that under there. And I'm not getting my visual triangle here because I got that, and then technically I should be going up there with my embellishing. So if I do that and just leave that there, let's do our cluster of hearts and flowers up here. And that gives me my visual triangle, like so. I'm not really crazy about that great big flower. Let's use this one, it's a little bit smaller. So we have a, like so. And then to top it all off, we need some dots, don't you think? I'm not far away. I'm just looking at my embellishments. I have a bunch of acrylic dots, and I'm looking for something that might look nice with the pictures there. And I think I found something that I would like to use. I hope you could still hear me. I have these. These are old Chelsea Garden dots. And there's some black and some blue, which I think is not the same color, but it's pretty. And then these gray ones that kind of match the rock and stuff. So I think I'm going to use these to just kind of tie this all in together. I'm just going to use these ones. I'll put one in each little cluster, and then we'll call that good. So I was going to use that stamp set to add some texture to it, but you know, I don't think it really needs it. So I think that I'm going to call this good. I'm going to glue this stuff down. And so here's the first page. Let me go up a little higher. Here we go. That's the first half of it. That's Charlie and Zach. Zachary, I like to call him, but he wants to be Zach. And then here's the second page, and his beautiful wife, Courtney. So that's my page today. And I was going to show you that this is what I have left of my It's a Good Life. That is it. Little scraps. That's all I have left. So that'll be some cards, I guess. So I want to thank you for watching today. I really appreciate it. Shoot me a comment and subscribe and like my video today if you enjoyed it. And I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Bye.